Right off the bat, I want to say this is a very rushed review, and I'm sorry if because of that the quality diminishes, but I will at some point touch down on this game in a more full review. To get this out of the way as quickly as possible, I'm just going to be throwing up a clip of me playing, not bother editing it, so I'm sorry if that seems like there's no effort put into this. I'm just really excited about this game. That being said, hi everyone, my name is Tyson and welcome to an episode of my latest show called Get In, Get Out Reviews, where I quickly sum up a game's core concepts and show you where it's available right now for very cheap. Enough of that, let's move on to the review. Right, so Nosferatu Wrath of Malachi is a very intriguing entry into the survival horror genre. It starts out with a short cinematic explaining the story, which as far as I can tell boils down to your sister's getting married, which is cool, but as you get close to the castle, you get the willies and you need to fuck shit up to stay alive. Good? Good. Anyway, it's a first-person survival horror game, and the goal is to save your family from this apparently evil-infested house full of monsters ranging from vampires to ghouls to other hellish creatures. Anyway, right off the bat you're greeted with a father being thrown out of the third story of this godforsaken place. He asks you to find the family doctor. Fuck if I know where he is, dude. This place is huge! Not to mention it seems to be mildly randomly generated each time you start. Also, it's a permadeath game, so if you die, you start all the way back at the beginning. Anyway, enough about the story and presentation. The gameplay is where the game has me hooked. It has a slightly clunky combat system, and certain enemies like the ghouls, for instance, have frames of animation where they're invincible, which is a tad annoying when you're trying to shoot them with your flintlock handgun when they aren't going down and you know they should be going down because they haven't moved away from the reticle, which means they should be dead, but they're not. Aside from this, the game does just about everything right as far as gameplay goes. The environments are genuinely creepy, though admittedly not enough to scare me out of my seat. The monster designs are great, and overall the game is very fun to play. There are a lot of cool elements of combining things in-game to create something new, like putting a wooden stake up to a torch to create a torch, or shooting the crucifix into a pool of water to make holy water, which you can put into a chalice to throw on the unholy demons of the night. While I wish that you were able to run farther before getting tired, I do like how the game handles stamina, how you use about half of your stamina to walk, then it stops, each swing of your cane sword takes from your stamina, and running obviously drains your stamina quickly. The only other thing I can really think to talk about briefly is that the graphics, while nothing horrible, aren't what you'd expect from something that came out in 2003. It looks a lot closer to something from 2001 or 1999. The draw distance is admittedly impressive for its age, but that doesn't make up for the incredibly low poly models and the low-res textures. There are little to no effects other than the film grain, which most games don't do very well, but surprisingly this game does greatly. How is it that this game does film grain better than half of the damn games that come out in modern days? For now, that's about all I can say about this game. I only played it for about a half hour before I felt the urge to make this, and the reason I wanted to make this is to advertise the place where you can get it for whatever price you want, groupies.com. Before anyone asks, this is not paid promotion. This is just me getting way too excited over a game that came out in 2003 that seems like it was underappreciated. Anyway, if you go there now and open their Retro 3 bundle, you can see that you get this and a bunch of other stuff. If you pay over $3, you get even more. So what are you waiting for? You're able to get 5 games with a soundtrack for the price of a McDouble, $1, and you get 9 games, soon to be 10, and another soundtrack for $3. That's how much a decent-sized bag of beef jerky costs. Enough sales pitches for me. Thank you so much for watching this mini review. I'll touch back on this after I really sink my teeth into it and beat the game. If you really liked this video, please sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to visit my channel. If you want to see more in the future, feel free to click that subscribe button. Anyway guys, this is Retro Hellspawn, signing off.